Let's talk about how to actually get rich. You know, a lot of times people think that working hard is the way to build your wealth, the way to get rich, the way to get ahead in life. But I want to pose to you the challenge that maybe it's not so much about just working hard as it is about the plan that you're working hard at. You see, plenty of people work hard in their lives, but they don't necessarily get anywhere when they do that. They don't go the distance. So hard work doesn't just get you wealth, and a lot of times we have this tendency, right, to sit back and think that if I would just work harder, if I could just put more effort in, if I could just work longer days, maybe I'll get rich at what I'm doing. There's always these slogans and calls to action floating around on social media and online to get your grind on, to hustle. But the reality is that hard work doesn't necessarily take us where we want to go. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't work hard, but I'm saying that if that is your goal and that is your plan to becoming rich, is just to work hard at what you're doing, maybe you ought to sit back and think, is there a better way to do this? Because really, becoming rich is not so much about the hard work as it is the plan that you're working hard on. So I want to challenge you, what is your plan to becoming wealthy? What is your plan to getting rich in life? What are you working towards? What are your dreams? What are your desires? What are your goals? And do you have a concrete plan that if you work hard at that for long periods of time, you're actually going to achieve what you desire? You see, a lot of times we talk about financial independence and wealth and becoming rich, and we think that that is the end-all be-all of life, and so we'll end up sacrificing the other values of life to get those things. But I also want to challenge you on that is not the correct way to live either. If we forego major values in our life in order to become wealthy, to become rich, and we sacrifice everything on our journey to get there, we've really done it wrong, haven't we? So the plan then to become truly successful is to find a way to become wealthy, to become rich by working hard, but not by sacrificing the other values of life, not by neglecting the rest of what life truly is about, the things that make life worth living, the things that make life fulfilling. Now, we all desire to become successful. We all desire to become rich because once money is out of the way, that's no longer a giant problem that we have to focus on, right? And as we can get money settled and comfortable in our life, and we have enough to pay the bills, and we can rise above our stresses and our struggles with that, the rest of our lives open up for us to explore, to pour into, to become more in other areas, to pursue our creative dreams and our inspirations. And they free us up to travel and experience things. And so, yes, that should be a major focus of our life, getting rich, becoming wealthy. But what are you sacrificing in order to get that? And so I want to give you this bit of advice that you don't have to sacrifice the rest of the values of life in order to become rich, but if you're working so hard to do it, maybe you are sacrificing those values. And so you should check yourself, and you should say, is hard work going to get me there, or do I need a better plan? Do I have to come up with a better plan and just utilize my 8 to 10 hours a day instead of working 18, 16, 20-hour days, always being stressed out, always being sick, always being just wired, making every effort that I can to get that one thing and neglecting family and friendships and relationships, neglecting sleep and my health. I'm just so concentrated on becoming rich that the rest of that stuff tends to not matter to me. And then you get 5 years down the road and you realize that life has not been fully lived because you've neglected the other things that truly make life valuable and great. So behold what becoming rich can do for you, right? You can become incredible. You can free yourself up. You can experience freedom in life. You can go do the things that you want to do. You can quit stressing about your bills and your payments and your obligations, your debts. But beware. Beware of what it will make you to become rich if you sacrifice the other values of life. Some things cost too much. And you should always count the cost of what this end result will be to you. When you get to the end of your pursuits, what will be the cost of you having done what you've done to get there? So behold and beware what it will make you to become a rich man or a rich woman. Count the cost. Wonder what it takes to get there and what sacrifices you'll have to make, and will they be worth it? Sometimes we just make getting rich such a big goal in our lives that we tell ourselves everything will be worth it. If I could just get rich, everything that I will go through will be worth it. But when we get there and we realize that becoming rich doesn't solve all of life's problems, it just adds one element to our lives that we didn't have before. Was it worth it? Count the cost before you go down that road. And now here's the way to avoid the cost, is don't just do hard work. Come up with a better plan. If you would create a better plan to become wealthy, to become rich, and you would identify the way in which you can do that best, and put your hard work into that avenue, how much quicker will it come for you? How much easier could it be for you? How much could you not neglect your health? How much could you focus on health and relationships and being well-rounded in life and having some balance? Now, I know that pursuing your dreams often takes hustle, and it takes grind, and it takes dedication and commitment. And so I'm not suggesting that it's easy to become rich and wealthy, but I am suggesting that there may be a simpler way for you. If you can identify a better plan and identify a few things that will give you the greatest return for the effort you put in, and you maximize what you do based on the input to get the better output, how could that change your current life? How could that add more variety to what you're doing? Or how could you still put in the same amount of effort but a smaller amount of time than if you were working on a bad plan? And then be able to expand the rest of your life after you get there. But again, count the cost, behold and beware. And so I challenge you, what is your plan? Come up with a better plan and answer this. Sit down with a notebook right now. After you watch this video, I want you to sit down and take a seat and just breathe for a minute and think, what is my goal? What am I working towards? How am I going to get wealthy out of what I'm doing? Out of all these long nights, these long hours, this hard work that I'm putting in, am I actually getting the return that I hope for? Or am I just working so hard and neglecting other parts of my life? So what is my plan? Identify your plan and then think to yourself, how do I make this a better plan? What are the big things that I can do consistently that if I just did those, I would actually get the same results as if I did all of this? Because all of this doesn't get me that much farther ahead, even though I feel like I should do it. Are you familiar with Pareto's law, the 80-20 principle? That 80% of your results come from just 20% of your actions. Let me say that another way. 80% of what you do brings you only 20% of your results. So 20% of what you do, the small chunk of your focus, of your effort, of your energy, of your plan, is bringing you 80% of the results that you currently have. So if you can get rid of 80% of what you do and just focus on that 20% that gives you 80% of your results, and you double down on that, you're still ahead. You still have more time than you did before. So maybe instead of just hustling and grinding and working 18-hour days all the time and sacrificing other values of life that truly matter, that truly make life worth living, maybe you can be more effective in the 8 to 10 hours that you do have that you should be focusing on work. Maybe you can become a more effective and efficient person by deciding that you will be, by deciding that when you're at work, you will work on your highest value tasks consistently, without distraction, without interruption. You'll be proactive to get to work instead of reactive to things that pull you away from work. And in those 8 to 10 hours, you will accomplish more than what a normal person would accomplish in a week. You can do that. You can improve your productivity. You can improve your habits. You can improve your effectiveness. You can improve your results. You can improve your wealth. For things to change in life, you have got to change. So what do you need to change? Are you hoping for different results in your life? Are you hoping that life would look different for you? Well, what would you need to change in order to truly see those results happen for you? These are all challenges for you, and they're not challenges that I'm just throwing at the camera. These are challenges that I've had to call out myself on and challenge myself to be better at. And as I've done this, I've experienced incredible reward in my life, in my work, in my relationships, in my business. You see, I realized that if I wanted my life to change, things had to change, but I had to change in order for things to change. And when I began to change, when I began to invest in myself, when I began to become more efficient and effective and develop better habits in my life, everything started to change for me. And I still can put in long hours and I can still be on my grind, but I can also step away from work and know that in the time that I'm putting in, I'm more effective and more efficient than I've ever been in my life, and that I'm focusing on a few things that will bring me greater reward and return than I've ever done before. And that's a great feeling, and I realize that I'm pushing my way forward in life in a smart way, rather than just working like crazy, being worn out, being strung out, being wired all the time, and wondering where the results were going to come from. So if you want to become rich, are you just counting on hard work to get you there? Or do you have a better plan? I'm Makai Block with Limitless North. I hope that this inspires you and challenges you to think your way to success. You should always put thought into what you do before you just work at it. Most of us truly don't know how to think. We don't critically analyze what we're doing, what we're working on, and what results we're getting. We never change and shift and ebb and flow with what we experience. We just bulldoze our way through on a plan, and we never think about how to truly get around the obstacles that we experience. We just sit in defeat and despair sometimes, and then it throws us off for a day or a week or a month, and then we finally get back on and we go and we do it all over again. But if you would truly think, and you would think your way to success, then you could put your hard work into that better plan, and you could get the results that you're looking for. So I hope this helps you. I hope that you're watching these videos and feeling inspired and motivated and led and challenged and encouraged. And I hope you're getting value out of them. And if you are, would you go ahead and hit that like button? That would do so much for this channel, to bring more people here, to help us have a better reach, to build a better community for all of us to be a part of. And also, if you like this, would you go ahead and share it? But definitely hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you on the next one. God bless you guys. I'm Makai Block with Limitless North, and I'll catch you soon. Hi, I'm Makai Block. Welcome to Limitless North TV. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You might ask yourself, why should I? Every week, I'll be developing and delivering quality videos focused on helping you become a high-value, high-achieving entrepreneur, to earn more and increase your income, to build and grow your wealth, and to make insightful and impactful changes to the way that you live your life and run your businesses. You will be challenged. You will be inspired. I will motivate you to hit that next level in your life, to overcome your obstacles, and to quit struggling through your mediocrity. But most importantly, I'll be developing and delivering strategies and ideas, tips, tricks, habits, and tools that you can begin implementing in your life today to see the success and the change that you've been hoping for. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications so you don't miss a single episode, and I will see you on the next one. I guarantee you, and I promise you, that you won't regret it. Welcome to Limitless North.